Hello, Gregory Thomas. How are you, my friend?
We're gonna get coffee. Don't move.
Welcome, 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 everyone. We are waiting for a few minutes. We're going to have the Cavalcade coming down here momentarily. Should be here in about 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that. Hello, Brian. Good to see you, my friend. It is currently 82 degrees here on Main Street, USA in Disneyland. It's a nice little light, very, very light, cool-ish breeze. So that's making it more bearable. And I'm wearing one of my new white t-shirts. This one has Donald on it. Let's see if I can turn it around and show you. I've got Donald right here. That's my new white t-shirt. I've got 3 white Disney t-shirts with Mickey, Donald, and Stitch, respectively, on each t-shirt. So much cheaper to buy Disney merch, especially t-shirts and clothing at Target. I know not all Targets have it, but the Target here on Harbor Boulevard, less than a mile from the Disney entrance, has an entire gigantic shop full of Disney merch. Mostly clothes, mostly t-shirts and stuff, but other stuff as well, like water balls and so on. If you want to save money on Disney clothing, then I recommend you go to Target. If your Target doesn't have a Disney shop, you might try the Target online store, because they may sell stuff that they have in stock from the Harbor store here on Harbor Boulevard. Anyway, it is a beautiful day. Got a little bit of a late start today. Later on tonight at 7 p.m., I'm sure all of you that have notifications turned on saw that we will be live streaming The Wind in the Willows once again this evening at 7 p.m. One of the 70th anniversary Celebrate Happy banners right here along Main Street. Hello, Jessica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got Brian, we got Gregory, we got Jessica, and some Ninja Watchers. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Indiana Holmes reporting for you from Disneyland in Anaheim, California on a beautiful summer day. 82 degrees and very sunny, not a cloud in the sky. It's supposed to be a big heat wave this week, starting today and working its way through Sunday. So this is probably the coolest of the days. I'll be back here live streaming with Lizzie on Sunday. Probably get an earlier start than I did today. Hello, Thea. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to start off the day here with the Cavalcade, the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. It departed Small World entrance about 4 minutes ago, so it should be here in about 4 or 5 minutes. We'll see how long it takes to get down here. I can hear them. I can hear them. They're near the top of Main Street right now, up by the castle, working their way down. See everybody lining up. They've got the rope line going here. So far has been lighter, had lighter crowds, lighter attendance than the spring did. And I believe that's because some of the lower tiers of Magic Keys that a lot of the local, the locals here in Southern California have are blocked out for summer. I know last year, Lizzie had a Magic Key that was 2 levels below mine because she's still working very hard, and so she doesn't have time to come to the park more than once a week. And so she had a key. I can't remember which one it was, but it was 2 levels lower than what I have. I have the top key. I think mine's the Inspire key. And so she was blocked out for most of the summer. I think she only had like 1 day, like every 10 days or something, that she could come to the park, and none of them were on the weekends. So this year, she got the key just below mine, and so far she hasn't been blocked out of any of the days that we want to come. So that's pretty awesome. And 5, Disneyland opened on July 17th, 1955. So it'll be 70 years exactly. I think that's next Thursday, the 17th, right? So we'll be here for that. That should be pretty awesome, pretty fun. Ah, Brian, you have the Enchant Magic Key. Very good. I'm not sure where that falls in the order of keys. I know mine's the Inspire. I'm not sure which one Lizzie has because I never paid attention to it, but she's got the one just below mine. I don't know, is that the Enchant Key or a different one? Hello everyone, we are just waiting for the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade to make its way down Main Street right now. You can see we have a lot of cast members out here that are directing foot traffic, getting everybody ready for the cavalcade, clearing the street.
Hello.
I had a chance to look at the live stream footage from last night's Storytime live stream, and yeah, I wasn't in love with the quality. I could see what you guys were talking about. My mouth was about, you know, 1/4 of a second behind the words, so the audio was coming through, and then my lips were about just 1/4 of a second behind that, and the overall quality of the video was a little bit more grainy or fuzzy than normal. So I think that has something to do with my Wi-Fi network at home and what it can handle in terms of frame rate and bit rate. And then also those clouds constantly, you know, flying by. I think that was eating up a lot of the bandwidth as well. So tonight, when we live stream Storytime again at 7 p.m., I will have a static background, and I think I'll lower the frame rate to maybe like 24 frames a second instead of 30, and maybe lower the bit rate and see if we end up with a clearer, crispier looking image and sound sync that is more accurate. So thanks for bearing with that last night, guys. I think the Dracula story is getting very, very interesting at this point, very juicy. Tonight we go back to the Wind in the Willows for another hour of live streaming the Wind in the Willows. So those of you that are following along with our Storytime live streams, that'll be the book tonight. I think this is part 5, so our 5th hour of reading the Wind in the Willows.
Get ready, everybody! Here it comes! The Celebrate Happy Cavalcade!
Alright, the music and volume is up, 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 up. Oh, look at these little princesses down here at the end of the street. How cute is that? Oh, maybe they're not princesses. I thought they were, but maybe they just have jackets on their heads. I thought they had princess outfits on, but I think it's just trying to stay cool in the sun there. Ah, here you go. Here come the dancing bears on their 3-wheeled rickshaws or bicycles three-wheel bicycle chariots. I guess they're like chariots. Way down there. They're making their way up here. Wait, it's so bright out here. Even without sunglasses, I can barely see the screen. My screen's brightness is all the way up and I can barely see anything because it is so bright here today. Yeah, there they are. I see the dancers behind the chariots. Should be down our way here in just a few minutes. I love these cavalcades and parades. And here come the dancers. Pan. The Genie. Prince Naveen. Oh no, that wasn't Prince Naveen. That's Aladdin. I'm sorry. That was it, guys. That was fun. Awesome. Good way to start off the afternoon with a cavalcade as soon as I walk in the park. Woohoo! It looks like there's a lot of people here, but I think it's just everybody that was standing on the sidelines waiting for the cavalcade. It always amazes me how the Silhouette Studio right here is so super popular. There's always a line for those paper cut, you know, they're like black construction paper cut silhouettes. A very old-timey, turn of the century, like 1890 to like 1920 kind of public artwork.
We hope you enjoy the rest of your
You just can't find people
Disneyland Resort
everywhere that can do that. So when you
celebration.
come to Disneyland, that's one of the things that you can do here or get done is having your profile portrait done of you, your loved ones, your children, your husband, your wife, or even your dog or cat, made by the people that do that kind of thing. Let us see here. Buzz Lightyear is about 20 minutes. Autopia, 10 minutes. Big Thunder Mountain, 25. Just looking at the board here of wait times. Indiana Jones, 35 minutes. I bet that's a lot shorter. Ooh, and Haunted Mansion, only 30 minutes. Buzz Lightyear Astro Blaster, 20 minutes. Well, I can't help but go try the single rider line over at Indiana Jones. Let's go check that out. I am just loving single rider at Indiana Jones. I love that whole queue, the whole walk up, the whole interior kind of cavern tunnels. All right, heading on into Adventureland. Tiki Room is back open again. There you go, hit that up later. Looks like the show is going on right now. The doors are closed, so we'll head up this way.
Okay, we're heading back out.
Hello, Joseph. Hello, Christian. Hello, Robert. Welcome, friends. Welcome. Got a little bit of a late start here today. Had things to do this morning. And then the Indiana Fever game versus the Golden State Valkyries. Golden State Valkyries versus the Indiana Fever game came on. That's the WNBA. And I had to stop and watch that. So that ate up a couple of hours. Unfortunately, Indiana was just a mess today. I mean, they have such a strong team, but a lot of new players in the mix, and I think that just caused a lot of confusion, and they were just not playing up to their individual abilities. As a team, they were quite the mess. I think they lost by like 19 or 20 points. Let's see if they got single rider today. Hi, are you guys doing single rider today?
Yes, I believe one of my coworkers.
Got it.
You're already doing it. Yeah.
Do you guys have the single rider pass?
Go ahead and have it around your neck. You're gonna go up to
Great, thank you. Excuse me.
It's a 9.
Make sure you grab.
I'm going to. All right, single rider. The queue is really pretty big here today for Indiana Jones. Yeah, look at the queue over here. it's packed. And I got single rider, so I am bypassing like 90% of that queue. They got a cast member over here monitoring the queue. You can see it is busy, 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 busy. But I get to go up the out, or in the out, because I got a single rider badge. So we will get to just cruise through here until we get to the projection room, and then that's where they merge the standby queue with the lightning lane. Well, lightning lane gets to go ahead, but they merge the standby queue with single rider and with people who are in mobility scooters or wheelchairs. So this is the same way that somebody in a mobility chair or wheelchair would go. They would go in the out. I feel like I'm the only person doing this at the moment. I was kind of overhearing a cast member, and it seemed like they had a certain time that they were going to start single rider, because she had a handful of these single rider passes that you wear on a lanyard around your neck, and they were kind of hidden. She wasn't holding them out where people could see them. And so then one cast member asked another cast member when I asked the question, and they said, yeah, that just started. So I think I just caught single rider right at the beginning. They probably started handing them out at 1:30, but maybe I was the first one to do that.
So that was part of your...
Okay, so here we got to skip all that line. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how about you?
Good.
Just give me 1 second and
Yeah, no worries. So this is where we mingle. Man, it was so bright outside. I do not have my sunglasses on, but it's so bright outside that now that I'm inside where it's dark, I can hardly see a thing. I'm like blinded. Okay, look at that. I just got to pass all those people in the standby line. Okay, so here we are. See, there's somebody with a mobility scooter right across from me. So they're in a separate sort of line than from where I am. Yeah, I'm in the right place. And they got this organized pretty well. Pretty cool. But man, it's just so dark. I can't hardly see a thing. I wonder if you guys can see better than I can. Oh, there we go. There we go. My brightness on my screen was way down, so I turned it up. Okay, that's better now. Awesome! Now I can see who's here. Jessica Colonna. Welcome, Brian Disneyland. Christian Sanchez. Joseph Martarella. Thea. Gregory Thomas. Awesome. Hello, folks. Welcome to Disneyland. I am just waiting in the single rider queue. They're letting through a lot of the standby people now, but I got to bypass like 90% of that. And so now I'm just waiting until the cast member lets us in. Ah, look at that, honeybees and strawberries, nice. Very summery of you, Robert. If you're new to the channel, this is Indiana Holmes, where we focus on Disneyland, California Adventure, Knott's Berry Farm, and other theme park activities. However, I have started a second channel just a couple days ago called Story Time with Indiana Holmes, where I read classic books 1 hour at a time, 1 hour each night, Monday through Friday. So if you would do us a kindly favor, subscribe to this channel, and then maybe subscribe to Story Time with Indiana Holmes, our other channel that we're just getting started. Hi, how are you?
The first store for me. Thank
All
you.
right.
How are you?
Good, good. Except that I'm Still basically blinded here. Oh man, it's just so hard to see. That sun outside was like some of the brightest sun I've seen in like a year. No cloud coverage.
Welcome, my friends,
Sun just
to the
reflecting
Temple
everywhere.
Of the Forbidden Eye. I, Saba, shall now give you counsel to safeguard your miraculous journey. Here in your transportation devices are ingenious pouches for safekeeping all earthly treasures when the journey becomes bumpy. And to keep you safe and sound, here are special belts attached into the seats. Simply pull it from the right, inserting it into the left, like so. You see the excellence of this invention? Your off-road journey is high-speed and turbulent, going over rough and rugged terrain, and then suddenly you are turning sharply and dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. Now, my friends, one final word of advice. Once you have entered the chamber of destiny, look not into the eyes of the idol. That would be dangerous. Very dangerous. Well, my friends, your moment is drawing near. Already I am envious of the wonders that await you, if you avoid the eyes of Mara, that is.
Hello, Krista. Krista Hackley, welcome.
The creme de la creme of the international smart set are wearing khaki this year. And the new vacation hotspot is Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Everyone's agog over this intriguing discovery by famed archaeologist Indiana Jones. They've heard rumors that it rewards visitors with unlimited riches, eternal youth,
The air
or visions
conditioning
of
in
the
here
future.
in this
There's
ride
just
is
one little
fantastic.
hint, the ancient temple idol. If you so much as peek into its eyes, the next stop on your itinerary will be the
You are
gates of
welcome,
doom.
Krista. If you're
This
new,
jubilant
please do me a
junior
favor,
visited
hit the
chamber
like
of earthly
button,
riches.
subscribe, and
Looks like
hit the
his allowance is going up.
notifications.
Some
And if
recently
you want to
visited
follow along
the
on our
Observatory
secondary
of the
channel,
Future.
which
Maybe
is
you can help
called
us all win the World
Story
Series.
Time
Keep
with
your
Indiana
eye on the
Holmes,
globe.
please subscribe to that channel as well.
Welcome, my friends, to the Temple of the Forbidden Eye.
Okay, they should be letting us
Saba,
in
shall now
next.
give you counsel to safeguard
They
your
just cleared the
miraculous
standby
journey.
line.
Here in your transportation devices are inches for safekeeping all earthly treasures when the journey becomes bumpy. And to keep you safe and sound, here are special belts attached into the seats. Simply pull it from the right, inserting it into the left, like so. You see the excellence of this invention? Your off-road journey is high-speed
Here we
and
go.
turbulent, going over rough and
Our
rugged
turn
terrain, and
here.
then suddenly you are turning sharply and dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. Now, my friend, one final word.
Wow, it is so incredibly well air conditioned in here. It actually is starting to feel too cold. it's starting to feel like a refrigerator. This is the difference in temperature between outside and inside. Incredible. And away we go.
Y mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Vigilen a sus niños y estén atentos al doctor Indiana Jones.
Actually, I can never be too cool. I have the air conditioning on it. For about an hour before we start story time. And for me, it's still too warm by the time we start story time at 7. And for my wife, she's all bundled up in like sweatpants and a blanket.
Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the front. Watch your children. And remember, no matter what, do not gaze into the eyes of the idol. Now, Saba wishes you a most wonderful and successful expedition.
Saludos. Para que su visita al templo sea bien segura, les rogamos que permanezcan sentados con el cinturón de seguridad bien ajustado y que mantengan las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Vigilen a sus niños y pase lo que pase, no cadere manipolo in my esteemed friends. In the court of president, all of the precious in the pouch directly in front of you. Unless, of course, you wish to lose them in the temple. Now, seriously. After the temple became quite rough, keep safe and sound. Stay well seated, sleep well fastened, and hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport. If you are traveling with children, must be
This is what the single rider.
Either one or two.
Okay. Awesome. I'm in the front.
You're not the driver.
All right, man. That was amazing. How long were we in line? Like maybe 6-7 minutes? 8 minutes maybe? Single rider is the best. I love this ride. I love all of the show that goes into this ride, all of the details, as you said. Single rider on this.
Make sure the hat's off.
Yeah, once they reopened after the pandemic, they didn't have single rider until like a week ago. But thankfully it is back.
the future. I will lift the curtain of time. It is your destiny. My eyes. Your destiny now lies beyond the gateway.
Quick! Take a left hand. It's the only way out. Nice driving.
Why did it have to be tourists?
That was awesome! Oh man, that was so much fun. Hello, Chris and Tara, welcome! Sweet, that was super fun. That is what I like, a premium e-ticket ride with almost no wait time. Single rider is the best! Oh yeah, the music for Indiana Jones was just spectacular in the movie, and it carried over here to the ride. Same thing with Rise of the Resistance and Smugglers around those Star Wars rides. They have fantastic music. Did anybody see the new Pixar movie that premiered, I think, this last weekend? I did not, but I heard not very many people went to the theater and watched it either. But I'd like to get an independent review from somebody who really loves Disney and Disney content to tell me if they saw it and what they thought of it. And back out through the tunnels. Hello everyone, this is Indiana Holmes. Welcome to my channel where we focus on Disneyland, California Adventure, Knott's Berry Farm, other theme park activities will be covered sometime this summer. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button. And if you like classic books like Frankenstein, Dracula, Alice in Wonderland, The Wizard of Oz, The Wind in the Willows, those kind of classic books, then you might want to subscribe to our secondary channel we just started, which is Storytime with Indiana Holmes. If you just search YouTube for Storytime with Indiana Holmes, you should find that channel. I do have a playlist on this channel called Storytime with Indiana Holmes where we started reading those classic books. But I want to separate the live stream reading from the theme park activities. So we started the second channel a couple days ago. If you could subscribe to the new channel, Storytime with Indiana Holmes, it would help us a lot because we need to get a minimum of 50 subscribers on that channel in order to live stream from it. I think we currently have around 21 or 22 subscribers on that channel. So if you could help us get up to 50, even if you're not going to watch or listen, it would still really help a lot. Then when we do story time, we could be doing it on the other channel instead of doing it on this channel. We want to keep this channel to be mostly theme park oriented, mostly Disney content. Thank you for that. Thank you, Chris and Tara. I appreciate it. Awesome. Let's give everybody, let's give Chris and Tara a hand in the chat. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Wow, that was super fun. And it was super nice because I was really hot standing out there waiting for the cavalcade in the bright sunlight. But then going into the super frigid air-conditioned Indiana Jones was amazing. Let's see what the Jungle Cruise queue is like. I love going on the Jungle Cruise because I love all the wacky skippers they have. Ooh, the line is upstairs, but not too far back. So, might have to start down here, but then we'll go up Sunny days like this are a good day to go on the Jungle Cruise. So we'll go ahead and wait in line for Jungle Cruise. If I could figure out where the line goes. Looks like it goes over here.
Switch over, and you'll be hooked for the new family. The pack is happy to present a representative from the Society of Explorers and Adventurers who will meet with the junior skippers next month and present the importance of good hygiene while on safari. This representative sounds like a fun guy. Fun guy. Skipper Missy, you are all wrong.
I'm just typing something in the chat now, so I'm going to be quiet for a minute or two here while I'm getting this typed in.
Yeah.
You need someone to grab me.
Someone to grab me. Oh, and that's not me. That's funny. I need someone.
Alright, it shouldn't be too long. We just have to go up the stairs, make a quick turnaround, and we'll be back down here and boarding one of the boats shortly. Safari staging area. Welcome everyone to a beautiful and very warm Southern California day here at Disneyland in Adventureland. We are on the Jungle Cruise queue right now, just for a few minutes, pretty short line. Just have to go up the stairs and then back around and down so that we can board the boats. I think this will just be about 10 minutes maybe.
Admiring our marvelous decor, listening to our radio broadcast, and hearing the sweet, smooth sound of my voice for longer than expected, choose a longer line at the top of the staircase.
And back out into the sun.
From a coach perspective, sounds stressful.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. It's really warm up here. But thankfully, we have a covered roof, covered with canvas, very authentic. I mean, this really feels like you would be on an expedition somewhere in the jungle, going up the Nile River or something, with canvas tents to sleep in and canvas coverings. Pretty neat. Love this 1930s, very romantic, adventurous music. Alright, we're just about to make the turn to go downstairs, and then we'll be boarding on one of the Jungle Cruise boats. I wonder which skipper we'll get today. I love to hear all their corny jokes.
Hey, what's the point of the two weddings?
Welcome to the world famous Jungle Cruise. Once you reach the top of the stairs, the line will split into two. There's a line on the left and a line on the right. Please choose a shorter side, keeping your entire group together on one side only throughout the rest of the line.
I'm amazed that nobody has slipped and fallen at the top of the stairs and then caused everybody else to fall down like dominoes. I don't know, maybe that has happened, but I've never seen it happen. I hope it never happens, actually, but yeah, these stairs are a little bit steep and it's a little tight. There's a lot of people on them. Does it feel like I'm on safari? Maybe a little bit, especially now that I'm here in Jungle Cruise. I'm not in my classic safari garb. I just have my safari-ish looking hat and my handkerchief on with my round sunglasses. So from the neck up, I am a bit safari, but the rest of me is just sort of like trying to stay cool in the hot California summer with a white t-shirt and some green shorts. But actually, every time I come to Disneyland, it feels like a kind of a safari, because I'm always on the lookout for the shortest lines, the shortest standby lines, and the rides I can get on and off of the fastest with the best experience.
We take a pause for our music for some breaking news. Our flood watch has been posted for the region surrounding the Millennium River. Elephants have packed their chunks and are expected to be sighted in the area. The Aves Ramas are welcoming one and all to tomorrow's Shakespeare in the Jungle performance. They say it will be the world's first musical production of Hamlet, as told by...
I love the radio news that comes on when you're in this standby line, because it makes you feel like you're back in 1936. Early 1940s. This ride is supposed to take place in the mid to late 1930s. Now, all of Adventureland has like the Adventureland Treehouse and the Jungle Cruise and Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye are all set in the 1930s.
Once again, we kindly ask you step all the way forward in line and fill in all the available space in front of you. The line will split into two at the top of the stairs, one on the left and one on the right. To the shorter one that you see, and keep your party together. Once again, we kindly ask you step all the way forward in line and fill in all available space in front of you. Once again, the line will split into two at the top of the stairs, one on the left and one on the right. To the shorter one that you see, and keep your party together. Thank you. Your adventure awaits.
getting toasty standing here in this line. Be nice to get the breeze off the water when we get into the boats. Okay, everybody, why don't you leave us a message down in the chat and let us know where you're watching from. You can put your city, state, or country. It's always fun to find out where our people are watching from. And if you're not a subscriber yet, please do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notifications button. That way you'll never miss one of our live streams. Sounds like the boats are having a bit of a tough time there. Usually we are moving through a little quicker than this, but for some reason we're stopped here on the stairs. I'm guessing that has something to do with the boats. Oh yeah, they were jammed up back there. Here comes 2 boats in a row instead of just one. Okay, now we're moving again. Looks like the Yangtze Lotus boat is about to be boarded. I don't think we'll make it on that one, but we might make it on the next one, the Congo Queen. I love this music. This is music from the Humphrey Bogart movie, To Have or To Have Not, I think. Or maybe not. It's from one of those 1940s movies with Bogart and Bacall, I think. Anybody else love 1940s movies? I love all of the movies that Humphrey Bogart and his wife Lauren Bacall made. I think they're some of the coolest, most romantic, and spicy movies. Spicy in a PG sort of way. Just the on-screen chemistry between Bogart and Bacall was amazing. Oh, Key Largo, yeah, I love that one. I love all of them. I own all of them. I bought all those DVDs years ago. Gregory is watching from Riverside, California. Yeah, Casablanca, I love that one too. To Have and To Have Not is my favorite, followed by Casablanca. Key Largo is also good. A Lonely Place is a much darker Bogart film about a writer with writer's block, kind of down on his luck. More of a psychological, not quite a thriller, but more of a psychological drama. Do I? Yeah, do you know how to whistle? Yeah, that's a good, that's like one of my favorite lines. I think it goes something like, you know how to whistle, don't you, Sam? Just put your lips together and blow. All right, we will not make it on the Congo Queen, so it looks like we're going to be on the next one, which is the Nile Princess. Awesome. And a skipper I've never seen before. So that's good. We might get a different comedy spiel.
Once the boat comes to a stop, come around the back of the engine.
We'll see if everybody comes back alive or if they get swallowed up by a hippo or something.
How many here?
One.
Are you okay sitting here?
Yeah, like right here in the open? Yeah, sure.
Watch your hat, watch your step, and use those hands.
Looks like Enrique is our skipper today.
3 backwards, and we are out of here. You guys going goodbye to the people on the dock. As we'll be seeing you guys ever again. Alright.
Isn't it?
At all times. Parents, look after your children, and children, look after your parents.
Oh, it didn't rain on. It's kind of fun though. Feels good.
We have the temple.
Niles and that. Yeah, if the live stream starts to lag, just hit the refresh button on your browser or your app. It can be laggy here in Jungle Cruise.
Over to my left, there's a 500-pound tiger. Fun shot. He's away, he's striking. That's all he doesn't get spotted. 3 cobras over to my left. Careful with Chop Chop, he is lurking in the water. And he loves the snap. But now it's rings the Indian elephant pool. It's attention, folks. They all have their trucks on.
You know, when you think about it, the animatronic elephants over here are more fun to enjoy and watch than ones at the zoo. Because at the zoo, they're usually just sleeping. Uh-oh, it's the squirter.
What a beautiful day here at the Jungle, friends. It's nice, calm, relaxing. Oh no! Looks like the gorillas are calling the shots around here. Oh no, friends, get out of here. It's starting to look like a jungle out here. Whatever you do, friends, do not make any banana jokes to our gorilla.
What a pretty sight this is.
And over and later. We're now in the Nile River. Here goes the Nile. And Nile. And Nile. And Nile. Now, those friends, if you don't believe me, for your safety, the animals are bolted to the ground. Look at that. I'm not that tired. Oh, to the right we have Skipper Felix. We'll be all right. The ride is
Hippos! Hippos ahead!
And it looks like the hippos already took down the boat. We don't want to be that
I think they're all hiding underwater at the moment. Oh, well, there's one.
Looks like those are the chips that crashed into Skipper Felix's boat. Always monkeying around. Hey guys, are interested in buying a boat? That one over there. may continue to cruise here, folks. We're now cruising the Amazon River. They are great. H-I-S-F-I-N-G. We're now coming towards the end of our cruise here, folks. But first, we're going to make a quick stop over at Trader Sam's Gift Shop, where all your lost items are all placed here. And we shut about our breaks. Thanks. Now it's a great time, friends, to smile for the picture. As we now start to approach the dock, friends, please remain seated, keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. At all times, you guys officially survive the world's greatest jungle cruise. Once again, friends, as we near the dock, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. At all times, you guys were all outstanding. By now, I need everyone outstanding on that dock. To my friends on the jungle side, please exit all the way down the rear side. My friends on the dock side, exit to the front. Please watch your head, watch your step, and use those hands.
All right, we made it back from the jungle safely. Woohoo! Awesome. 2 first rides of the day. Super fun. And here we are back in Adventureland. Nice big piece of pineapple would be yummy, huh? See people eating pineapple here. Pineapple and watermelon. All those juicy fruits. Anybody remember juicy fruit gum? I don't think they have that anymore. I haven't seen it in a really long time. Back when we used to chew sugary gums.
Just stop there, Mom.
Ah, nice breeze right here, blowing through just as we exit Adventureland. Fantastic. Pirates of the Caribbean building. Ooh, the Columbia's out and about. It'd be fun to take a trip around the rivers of America on the Columbia. Do love the Columbia. Oh my gosh, there's hardly any line at all for Pirates of the Caribbean.
Sides are open. Keep your party together and finish.
It's like we're going up that side. I wanted to go up that side, but I guess I got in the wrong line. Okay, that's all right. At least on this side, once we get up the ramp, we are on the shadow side of the building. But we will be in the sun here for a few minutes. This was the lightning lane side of the queue for the last year or so when they instituted lightning lane. Welcome everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at the beautiful Adventureland treehouse. It used to be the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. Then when Disney made the feature animation movie Tarzan, I think my wife worked on Tarzan, the movie, not the person. And after they made Tarzan and released it, then this became the Tarzan treehouse to tie into the movie. And then it went through a year or 2 year, maybe it was even 2 years. It was a long time, a renovation. And then it became the Adventureland treehouse inhabited by the Swiss Family Robinson. And it is better than ever. It is such a great treehouse. It is the ultimate treehouse, really. All right, we have just a short turnaround back here on the rope line. And we get to be in the shade, which is awesome. Back here's the elevator for people that need an elevator.
Like to make your water? Why don't you do that? Okay, come on, Emery. I'm a scream.
Are you gonna say mommy?
Looking over at the River Bell restaurant right here. That used to be the Aunt Jemima Pancake House when the park opened in 1955. I don't know if any of you guys remember the Aunt Jemima brand of pancake mix. Hello, Zara Isabella. Welcome, my friend. I love the detail on these lamps up here. We will soon be in the very cool air-conditioned queue for Pirates of the Caribbean. This is one of the rides where they never really needed a lightning lane. It was silly that they did it. I think they just wanted to sell more lightning lane tickets, but this line has always moved very quickly, even on the busiest of days. When the line gets going over this bridge and you have to go back and forth, then that gets to be a little bit long, and being in the sun's no fun when it's hot. But most of the time, the line is much shorter than that. And I gotta say, the lines for the rides have been much shorter this summer, beginning about, I would say, beginning about the 4th week of June. The queues for the rides have been shorter and the attendance has been lighter. I've been told, or I heard through the grapevine that one of the reasons that the attendance is lighter is that they have blocked out the less expensive magic keys, the ones like at the 1st and 2nd tier, and so that has cut down on a lot of the locals that would be here. I'm guessing they do that because they are expecting more tourists from other states and other countries, and they want people to have a good experience, so they lightened up the park a little bit, which makes it great for those of us that have magic keys that can still get into the park. And I have the Inspire keys, so I'm only blocked out for like 2 weeks. I think it's the 2 weeks before Christmas, and then until like January 2nd. I think I'm allowed to come back January 3rd. So I think the last day this last year for me was like December 17th. And then after that I was blocked out until January 3rd when I came back. So while those magic keys are pricey, if you work out how much it would cost you to come, if you had to pay the daily rate or like a 3-day pass rate, it's way cheaper to have a magic key. I mean, I'm coming at least 2 times a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and it would be thousands and thousands of dollars if I didn't have a magic key. I think it only cost me, because of how often I come, like if I come 115 times during the year, which I easily do, then it only cost me about $14 per day to come when you divide 115 into the cost of the Inspire key. So if you're local, and if you can come a lot, then it really pays to have a magic key. One? Can I be in the 6th row though? Thank you.
All the way down, girls. All the way down.
Awesome. I got my favorite row, which is the last row. I like being in the last row of any of the rides because that way my cell phone screen with its bright white text and does not disturb people behind me because I am the last person. Okay, we're about to board Pirates of the Caribbean, so I would ask you to refresh your app or refresh your browser if you're watching on a browser if there's any lag. Usually it's pretty good on this ride, but like all rides, there can be laggy spots. Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Indiana Holmes, about to board the Pirates of the Caribbean. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button so you don't miss any of our Disney California Adventure, Knott's Berry Farm, or other theme park streams. In addition, if you would please subscribe to our secondary channel, Story Time with Indiana Holmes, that would be awesome. We're trying to get the minimum number of subscribers, 50 subscribers, to subscribe to the new channel where we read classic stories Monday through Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, I'm gonna hide the chat from myself now so it doesn't blind me in the dark, but you guys can chat amongst each other while we are on the ride. I just won't be able to reply. Going down the bayou, going down the bayou. Watch out for them gators. There's a gator right there. And the beautiful Blue Bayou restaurant right here on the bayou. This is another great ride to be on when it is hot outside because it's so nicely air conditioned inside this ride. Nice and cool. Into pirate country.
And there be plundering pirates lurking in every corner, waiting to board. Sit closer together and keep your bloody hands inboard. That'd be the best way to repel boarders. And what while we birds waiting? Dead men tell no tales.
Down here in the cavern is where they keep their booty, them pirates.
You know where it be. Now proceed at your own risk. These be the last friendly words you hear. You may not survive to pass this way again. Dead men tell no tale. No fear have ye of evil curses, says he. Properly warning you these, says I. Who knows when that evil curse will find
Run up your white flag, you scurvy scum! Then wait with Jack Sparrow, where I'll be setting you to pay me Surrender, Captain Jack Sparrow, or my thunder will burn the city to the ground. Persuasion, maybe. They're not afraid of you! It's
Do not tell him, Carlos. No, 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 no.
There beats Captain Jack Sparrow hiding amongst the women.
Do I hear 10? A hen for a 10. Pipe down, you lily-livered lubber! Strike your feathers, dearie. Show 'em your flock.
It's the treasure map for sure, and no mistake. And by thunder, that scoundrel Captain Jack Sparrow will never lay eyes on it, nor this here key neither. Quiet.
Have a little old time rum with old Bill, right?
Got a bit of a log jam here. A whole bunch of boats all stuck one after another. Wonderfully broken down. This happened to me once before and I was stuck in here for 30 minutes. Thank you, P. Ruiz. Thank you, P. Ruiz 23. I appreciate that. I just looked at the chat, saw that you subscribed to the new channel, Storytime with Indiana Holmes. Thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe to this channel. And we started a second channel for classic stories called Storytime with Indiana Holmes. If you could subscribe to that channel too, it would help us greatly. I will be live streaming again at 7 p.m. tonight for story time.
Don't scare me, oh dearie. Come on, have a nice birthday. That's it, good lad. Come on now. Oh, steady now, steady. Yeah, that's it. Send the plane over his running neck. Come on.
This is the new channel. This is the channel we do Storytime on. This will be our new channel, Storytime with Indiana Holmes. We will have just classic stories on this new channel. And we will continue to have Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm and other theme parks on this, our primary channel. Hello, Omar. Welcome, my friend. Always good to see you.
A toast to piracy and its many shiny rewards. As a career, what could be more rewarding? Drink up, me ho, show ho.
I'm heading up the ramp now.
David Jones awaits.
The sea's been kind today, but who can tell what day is mine?
It'll be interesting to see what the line is over at the Haunted Mansion next. It's right next door. Just past Tiana's Palace, Tiana Restaurant, which has amazing gumbo and fantastic muffaletta sandwiches. He says, aye aye, Captain. There's a map of the town that we just saw. The town we went through that was on fire had been invaded by pirates.
Please be stepping out to your right.
Alrighty, made it out. Survived the bayou. And we get to return. Unlike the two people in the movie Blue Bayou, or no, Blue Lagoon. Huh. It was the movie Blue Lagoon where they were stuck on the island together forever. Or almost forever, anyway. And walking through New Orleans Square. Fantastic. No choo-choos in the train station today.
And then there's more.
It's now 87 degrees out here at Disneyland. A little bit warm. I usually begin to wilt when we get to about 89, 90 degrees. Let's see what the line looks like over at the Haunted Mansion. If it's relatively short, then we shall do the Haunted Mansion. We're in Magnolia Park now, this area here. It's called Magnolia Park, right outside Tiana's Palace. All right, that line looks pretty short. I think we're gonna go for Haunted Mansion. It says 25 minutes, but I'm gonna bet it's about 15 minutes. It always says a longer standby time than it actually is. Here is the ghost horse and funeral carriage. And there it is, the Haunted Mansion in all its spooky glory. I love your leg tattoo. That's awesome. It's very spooky. Perfect for this place. Check out her leg tattoo. time where I need to connect my cell phone to an external battery to keep it charged. Okay, sorry for the bouncy camera there. I had to plug in a battery. I think we're good now. All right, 97 people in the chat. Welcome, my friends. Why don't you type into the chat where you're watching from. You can say your city, your state, or your country, so we can find out where you're watching from. It is a little toasty out here in the sun. 87 degrees on a Wednesday afternoon on this beautiful July summer day. Ken 971 is from New Jersey. It's hard to read the name. Reddington, I think it says, New Jersey. Awesome. Welcome, Ken. Okay, zoomed out now. Thank you for that, Ken. Hello, Heather Estes. I am doing wonderful on this beautiful day out here. The breeze has completely died down. At least it's not breezy over here by the Haunted Mansion. So it's pretty warm here in the sun at the moment. But I've got a lightweight white cotton t-shirt on. I've got the Donald Duck shirt on today. Hello everybody, Indiana Holmes here. Just having a beautiful day here at Disneyland. Hope you're all having a wonderful day too. For Haunted Mansion, that is. So far we've been on Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. We did single riders, so we just walked on. I think the total wait time from the time I started walking into the ride till the time I got into the Jeep was under 10 minutes, maybe like 8 or 9 minutes. Then we went on the Jungle Cruise. From the Jungle Cruise, we went on Pirates of the Caribbean, and now we are going to go on the Haunted Mansion. Hello, 101 people in the chat. Welcome, my friends. Happy to have you here on the Indiana Holmes channel, where we feature Disneyland, California Adventure, Knott's Berry Farm, other theme parks and entertainments like the Orange County Fair, and some restaurant reviews occasionally. I just launched a second channel, another channel, and that one is called Storytime with Indiana Holmes. And that channel focuses on classic storybooks. On that channel, we read Monday through Friday, 1 hour per day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific time. Classic stories, 2 per week. We're currently in the middle of reading Dracula, that is Bram Stoker's Dracula, and also in the middle of reading The Wind in the Willows. Currently, we have to live stream from this channel for that content, but as soon as that secondary channel gets to 50 subscribers, we'll be able to live stream from that channel and separate the Disney theme park content from the story time content. So if you would do us a favor, please subscribe to this channel, but also please subscribe to the Storytime with Indiana Holmes channel so we can get to 50 subscribers on the new channel that we launched 2 days ago, so that we can separate the content. Having story time on this channel is a bit confusing to people that are only interested in theme park content, and then they see those classic story readings Monday through Friday and they're like, what is this? This is not what we signed up for. So I'm trying to separate those two channels. Now we get that spooky music going now. Been there, done that. Enjoy it while you've got it. This arbor here is new. They're starting to grow vines across the top here. So eventually, when these vines grow all the way across, probably by next year, this will be all covered with natural plant life, which will be kind of neat. It'll give this very humid, gets a lot of rain all year round. Like you could be there in the middle of the summer on a 90-degree day with 100% humidity, and it'll start raining and it'll just pour on you, and then it'll clear up and it'll be sunny and hot again. And so plant life, trees, bushes, vines, moss, all that stuff grows just prolifically. If you ever have a chance to travel, put New Orleans on your list of places to go. I know a lot of people go there for the party out, old ancient architecture, the amazing seafood, and southern recipes and Cajun music. It is really like a theme park of a city. It's like a city that is a theme park. Historical, fantastic food, amazing musical entertainment. I highly recommend it. I've been there 3 times, and I loved it every time. Except for the humidity, which can be a little intense if you're not used to the humidity. Although I gotta say, I feel like Florida, which is also on the Gulf Coast, of course, actually on the Atlantic and the Gulf, I feel like Florida is even more humid than New Orleans. Houston can be humid too. All that area down there. Mississippi, Louisiana, the Gulf of Texas, the Gulf area of Texas, and then of course all of Florida, some of the East Coast. Being a California boy, having grown up here, I am used to dry heat. 87 degrees here, but bearable because the temperature is hot, but the air is dry. If it was 87 and 80% humidity, it would be brutal. Half these people wouldn't be able to stand in line. Sound of the railroad. Thank you, Omar, for your help today. I appreciate it. The master of the house, the owner of the Haunted Mansion, is Master Gracie, and this is his tombstone right here, laid to rest. No mourning, please, at his request. Farewell, Master Gracie. Right there. It's like we slowed down a bit, I think, because a lot of lightning lane people are going in ahead of us, slowing down our standby line. It's still a short line though. Disney shirts on people here. All right, making some headway here in the queue. 4th of July Day.
Just relax. We're gonna get there.
Hear the train tooting behind us. Disneyland Railroad runs just behind the Haunted Mansion. The New Orleans Square Station is just right here at the back of Magnolia. See the Matterhorn peeking out over there, far away. Way over there. Matterhorn has been closed for a couple of months now. I don't know what they're doing, but it looks like a major renovation. They've had trash chutes and scaffolding, and they've been pitching a lot of stuff out of the mountain. And hopefully they'll put some new track in, maybe some new cars, smooth that ride out, because that is a pain in the back. Really shakes you around. For those of you that don't know, there is a secret from the public, but not for the cast members. There's a basketball court inside the Matterhorn. Yes, that's right, folks. Down at the base of the Matterhorn, but inside the Matterhorn, there is a secret basketball court where it is said that cast members can go on break and get a little exercise. Hopefully they don't get rid of that. I mean, I've never been able to see it myself, just for cast members, but hey, I would love for it to remain in place for cast members that are lucky enough to take advantage of that. Here is the side of the mausoleum where there is an elevator, I think, or a passageway, something that takes you over into the haunted, that are entombed like Theo Later, Ray Incarnation, You Are Gone, Dust and Dust, Levitation, I Am Mortal, and Pearly Gates. Now we're moving along a little bit quicker now. I think we were just slowed down because of all the Lightning Lane people. Now they cleared Lightning Lane and now they're letting us through. Good side view of the Haunted Mansion here. The wrought iron work and the balcony that wraps around the house is very typical of classic New Orleans and southern Louisiana architecture. See a lot of that when you go down south to New Orleans, Louisiana, Mississippi. Of course, it's just in the wealthier neighborhoods for the super wealthy. Starting to get a little thirsty out here. Might have to get myself some kind of a ice cold beverage after this. Looks like Julia Shrub is also buried there. It says such a good sport when people something tease. I can't read it all. Then there is Brother Claude, a peaceful rest lies Brother Claude, planted here beneath the sod.
maximalist. Dami talaga. Bawat corner ng bahay. Morning clouds. Decoration. It's morning clouds. Maybe. So maybe check and see. And then if it's
Dadalaw kay Sanction.
Oh, look at this. We're just flying through now. They're letting us standby folks just filter in quickly now. Finally, a little breeze back here. Loving this. Here rests Walther R. Binder. He rode glory on a fender. Peaceful rest. Rest in peace, R.I.P. Cam Irving. Probably should have thought of swerving. Aquí descansa Bradford Clemente for desmasido beber de la fuente.
Nothing offensive.
Here we go. I think this is our final walk into the Haunted Mansion.
We have a ghost.
Put it in his heart, actually.
And then you can fill in the rest of the set. You're all headed to the same place. It's a very big room. It will fit everybody. As long as the big room, please stay together. If you came together and act like you like each other. Like that, when you stay together,
Nice emojis, Kelly. I like those. Welcome, Kelly. Here goes the Columbia. Going past the Haunted Mansion now. Looks like we're just in a holding pattern, waiting for them to let us in. Here we go. We are entering. We all enter, but how many will emerge at the other end of the ride? Is this a one-way ticket? Definitely an e-ticket. Ah, it's so nice and cold here. I love it.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers, and strange and frightening sounds echo through the halls, whenever candlelights flicker, where the air is deathly still, that is the time when ghosts are present, practicing their terror with ghoulish delight. Your ghost host. Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone. There's no turning back now. Our
tour begins here in this gallery, where you see paintings of some of our guests as they appeared in their corruptible, mortal state.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's best view for portraits above. Drag your bodies away from the walls. Lay them to rest in the center of the gallery. Please.
Your cadaverous pallor betrays an aura of foreboding, almost as though you sense a disquieting metamorphosis. Is this haunted room actually stretching? Or is it your imagination? And consider this dismaying observation. This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills come later. Now, as they say, look alive, and we continue.
Sorry. Just bumped into somebody. It's so dark here.
There are several prominent ghosts who have retired here from creepy old crypts all over the world. Actually, we have 999 happy haunts here, but there's room for 1,000. Any volunteers? If you insist on lagging behind, you may not need to volunteer. And now, a carriage approaches to take you into the boundless realm of the supernatural. Take your loved one by the hand, please, and kindly watch your step. Oh yes, and no flash pictures, please. We spirits are frightfully sensitive to bright lights.
Lepszy czy gitarze Gilmora? Tak się już Matia.
Jeszcze ma wiele, nie więcej.
will materialize only if you remain safely seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside and watch your children reach.
Para sucederá, permanezcas sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro de ellas. Y cuide a los pequeñitos y ahora prepárese.
Unlivable here in this ghostly retreat. Every room has wall-to-wall creepers and hot and cold running chills. Listen.
We have been unavoidably detained by mighty spirits. Kindly remain seated in your doom buggy, please. We will continue our tour momentarily.
Somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween. Awaken the spirits with your tambourine.
Playful spooks have interrupted our tour. Please remain seated in your doom buggy. We will proceed in just a moment.
Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell. Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at.
The happy ones have seen your sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. They're assembling like a swinging wave. Unexpected thunder, unseen, unlettered. Ghosts come out to socialize.
That was so fun. I love it. I never get tired of Haunted Mansion. Looks like the Columbia just put into port, so there'll be no opportunity to ride that today. Hi, how are you? Hi. Let's see, we have not been over to Galaxy's Edge in a while. Maybe we'll go do that. Oh my gosh, it's toasty warm over here. Oof, after being in a nice, cold, haunted mansion, we are now back out in the heat. Hello, John Treasure. Welcome, my friend. Look what we have over here. Got the Mark Twain cruising by. If you're new to the channel, John Treasure, please take the time to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications button so you don't miss any of our live stream content or our edited content. And while you're at it, if you could subscribe to the new channel that we just started a couple of days ago, that would help us too. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers on the new channel so that we can live stream from that channel as well. That channel is called Storytime with Indiana Holmes. So Storytime with Indiana Holmes is where we will be live streaming 5 days a week, reading classic stories. We're doing it currently on this channel, and we're just archiving that on a playlist called Storytime. But we want to separate the Storytime from the theme park content. So currently we are reading Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, about midway through that book. And we're also reading The Wind in the Willows. We've already read The Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland, Frankenstein, and let's see, I'm trying to think what else we've read there. Hansel and Gretel. A few other things that are archived here on our Storytime playlist. But our goal is to have Storytime move over to the new channel so that we only have Storytime on the Storytime channel and we only have Disneyland, California Adventure, Knott's Berry Farm, and other theme park activities on this channel. Tonight, we'll be live streaming the Wind in the Willows. I think that's tonight, right? Yeah, Wind in the Willows tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. It'll be on this channel, but eventually, once we hit 50 subscribers on the new channel, then the Storytime readings, the live stream readings, will be exclusively on the other channel. But until we hit 50 subscribers on the new channel, we are still live streaming from this channel with Storytime. All right, we're heading into Galaxy's Edge now. Let's see, the line is not terrible for Rise to Resistance, but it does look like it's, we have 40 minutes it says. Look like about 45 minutes, but 40 minutes. We're gonna skip that today. We'll go check out Smugglers Run, because they have single rider line over there. I can get into that ride pretty quickly. And usually along this path here, we will see the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and then in the main part where the Millennium Falcon sits, usually we see Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, Rey Skywalker, and Chewbacca. So let's see if we see any of those characters today. Oh yeah, for sure. It's always fun when you can be at Disneyland. Okay, I don't see any characters out here yet. Usually they're right along this pathway where I'm walking, but maybe it's too hot for them in those Star Wars uniforms and costumes. So, yeah, they're not here today. Maybe we'll run into some stormtroopers. Kylo Ren is often here as well with his escort of stormtroopers. We're gonna walk through the marketplace now.
Right sense, welcome.
That's awesome. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Good. All right, here we go. Into Galaxy's Edge. We're going to see the Millennium Falcon momentarily as we head towards the steps.
What's going on? Oh, yeah, they're there.
Ah, there it is. And there is no characters out today.
A lot of solar systems have two suns. Some have three.
Well, that's okay. We'll head over to Smugglers Run and catch ourselves a ride on the Millennium Falcon and try to get some coaxium. Hi, how are you? All right, single rider, here we go. I love this single rider hallway here because it's always like a freezer in here. Feels like a freezer. It's super cold here in these hallways. It is amazing because they have these giant air conditioning vents like in every section of the hallway. Ah, it's great. So if you're really hot, come in here and like within 5-6 seconds you are cold, but in a good way. And we make a U-turn right here, and this will take us up to single rider wait area, and we'll be on a crew in just a minute or two.
I can take one single rider goes through this place. For the flight color pink, my friends. Pink is your color. Go ahead and hand sign. Flight color pink.
Like your pink.
Thank you. Flight color pink.
Like your pink. Okay, let's see. I'm joining this family. I'm your adopted cousin now.
No idea. We don't know where flight color pink. Did he say pink? Come on in.
I wasn't paying attention.
Explore until we call your color pink. There are no lines, okay? Listen up for pink. There are no lines.
Yeah, we just hang out over here and we wait for them to call our color. In fact, you guys could sit down over there if you want. They'll call our color, and then they'll have us queue up over here or over there, and they'll take us into the spacecraft. And then you have to fly it. Hello, Main Street Paul. Good to see you, my friend. Our color is in fact pink. Thank you, Kelly.
It's a motion simulation. Start calling your colors. What are you doing?
I love all the set design of this ride. It's so amazing. It's John Tesori. I thought it said John Treasure. John Tesori. Sorry about that. Out in the sun, it's difficult to read the chat. John Tesori. All right, very good. What this giant tube is for.
What's his solid color on the motor? What's like a solid color that he has? Yeah.
unusually long wait time
Like
here.
your pink. Like your pink.
No, this way. This way.
Here, just find your position on the ground.
You're a gunner. I'm an engineer. No, let him be the gunner too. We have another person here.
What do you want to be?
I'm happy being an engineer.
Good luck to you all. You might need it. Today's flight takes you to the planet Corellia. You will be intercepting a first-order train shipment of coaxial. Gunners, you play the back.
Yes, they are.
Line up behind the train.
Listen.
And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. Now, as you go forth, my friends, I want to remind you to be careful. Safety first. Well, profit first, but safety is a close second. I want to make sure you and the cargo get back with no mishaps. Oh dear, that sounded like a mishap. R5, what is going on? A power fluctuation in the main hangar generator? That's impossible. I had all those components checked personally. Okay, my friends. This is what we in the business call a power failure. But it is no cause for concern, as we have systems in place to deal with this sort of thing. R5, tell me we have systems in place to deal with this sort of thing. Yes, of course, the emergency power supply. Just what I was about to suggest.
I didn't know that, Trunks.
2 minutes.
Thanks for that
2
info.
minutes. Why? What are we supposed to do until then? Stand around in the dark like a cave full of minocs? I have to tell you, this is not typical for Onaka Transport Solutions. We are professionals, held to the highest authority. This sort of thing never happens around here. Really? It happens twice a day? Just follow the crew member, my friends, and I assure you, everything else on today's mission will go perfectly.
For your safety, remain and supervise younglings. Por favor, permanezcan sentados y cuide a los niños. Gracias.
Where does the gunners?
The gunners are in the middle.
Gunners, Sebastian, there. Engineer.
Alright, everyone, bags off and seatbelts on. Seatbelts, Sebastian.
Where's this? Oh. Are we actually gonna? Are we allowed to press anything?
Not yet. Let's tug on the yellow tabs first, everyone. Tug on those yellow tabs on your sides. Pull it really hard. Okay, perfect. Have we been on this before by chance? Nope. No? Perfect. Alright, so you're going to fly left and right, okay? Side to side. You'll have the booster and the brake. They'll flash when you need them, okay? Just press the button. You're going to go up and down. Push forward to go down. Pull towards you to go up. Okay. Hold this hyperdrive lever. Hyperspace. You guys can press your flashing buttons now. You guys can also press your flashing buttons. Sorry. You can choose your different targeting systems, so you can have automatic or manual targeting, whichever you prefer. And press confirm and cancel. So one of these green buttons, press them. And then confirm it. Perfect. And then engineers as well, you guys will press any flashing buttons to activate those mechanics and fix the valve. Nothing.
That's pretty cool. That's the first time I've seen that much instruction from the cast.
Flight engineer, repair test. Hit your flashing button.
Come on, hot Kelly.
Better be faster when we get into real trouble. Right, pilot. Push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left. Move your stick to fly right and left. Pilot on the right. Go back on the stick to fly. And push forward to fly up. Weapons are online. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that coaxial. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed.
much once. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I have Cavalcade.
Thank you, Mace People.
You see, just as I promised, my friend, now that the resistance were ready, they did something for Hondo. Pilot, line up behind the train and harpoon that last car. Get behind the train. Pilots, into the center. Do you see those big white rings? Would you fly? Runners, move the train. A distraction! Fire the missiles at the train! Hurry! It's coming down! Hit the boosters! Boost! We made it! I don't believe it, but we made it!
This is the worst ride ever. These are the worst pilots we've ever had.
Your hyperdrive has failed. Pilots, evasive maneuvers. We've got company. True is right. If we leave them back, they may find the resistance. 2 more. It's the last. You did it. Watch out! Oh, that's going to be the mark. Great job, my friend. You retrieved 1 container of Cavalcade. This will greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon is... Ooh, that was rough. Time for you to go. And don't worry, the payment is on the way. Trust me. Let's go.
That's fun.
Good job, crew.
Thank you for bearing with us.
Thank you.
Exit is right.
Have you guys been on Rise of the Resistance yet?
No.
Oh, you have to go.
Yeah?
The line is pretty short right now. It's only 40 minutes.
Okay.
It is
40
phenomenal. But
Really?
it's nice though. You're going in, you're seeing like their uniform room, their weapons room, the
Okay.
map room. Yeah, so it's just down the pathway a little bit. But it's awesome. I mean, like way immersive. And there's stormtroopers and First Order people, and they capture you and order you around. It's pretty cool.
Like some crashes. Thank you.
The Force is strong with these.
Zoe, move out the way.
Ah, there's Chewbacca. Chewie!
Come on. Here we go. We'll get him to look this way.
All right, back out into Batu at Galaxy's Edge. Still holding at 87 degrees. A warm breeze coming through this part of the park at this time. Very short line for August Cantina. I expected it to be longer on this hot day, but it's pretty short. I see Stormtrooper up there. There's that Stormtrooper watching over us. I don't see his boss Kylo Ren though. I don't see any First Order officers. It means it's probably about 30 minutes before they do another show out here, so we will continue on. Fans of the blue and the green milk over here. Looks like they have no customers today. Go hassle a Stormtrooper. I would, but he's up on up high, so if they're down here on the ground with me, then I have a better chance of harassing them. Kylo Ren is always trying to get you to join the First Order. So when he asks you, will you join the First Order? You have to say, no, I'm with the rebels. He didn't like it when you say that. I see a lot of people walking around with little handheld battery-operated fans. We're in that time of the summer where the battery-operated fans are in use. They have really good ones here, though, that you can buy. I'm sure you can get them anywhere, where they have a water bottle, and then the fan sprays cool water. I even saw there were like baseball hats that had fans built into. That was pretty cool.
I think it might be there till 5, which is like the next 45 minutes. So, do you want to stop by there?
Just navigating my way through Fantasyland at the moment.
After that one, we go to anyone?
Wow, looks like there is basically nobody waiting in line for Casey Jr.'s Circus train, which I love. So I may have to go get in line for that. Let's go for Casey Jr. Looks like they're going to make us wait for the next train, even though there's plenty of room on this train. our engineer. You have to be kind of a small person to be an engineer on Casey Jr. That is one small, tight little seating position on that engine. Here comes Casey Jr. coming down the track.
Watch your hands, arms, feet, and legs, and step back from the sliding gate.
Alright, I'm gonna go for my favorite seat, which is the caboose facing forward. Lizzie likes to sit in the caboose facing backwards, but I like to see things coming up.
The only Casey Jr. for a safe trip. Please stay seated in your cages and cars while we're rolling. And keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Oh, and remember to watch your children too. Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los niños. Gracias. Now, Casey.
There's a nice breeze out here. Loving it.
Track. All aboard! All aboard!
Here we go. 10 miles an hour. Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for that information, John. see down into Storybook Land, different angle of Storybook Land, and then you get to see parts of Fantasyland and Matterhorn. And at daytime is a different look than it is from nighttime. It's all cool. It is moving pretty fast today, huh? This is 10 miles an hour. The jitney, the 3 jitney cars, the red and yellow one. I think there's 4 altogether jitneys on Main Street. Those are those little motor cars, and also the Omnibus, the double-decker bus. I think those max out at 5 miles per hour. Of course, they're having to drive through foot traffic with lots of people and lots of children running about on Main Street. I would never want to drive one of those vehicles. I'd be so deathly afraid of running over a kid or hitting an adult or a kid.
Now, as they say to the animals, that's the end of the lion.
The end of the lion.
Fantasyland.
Alrighty, thank you. All right. This is amazing today. Hardly any lines at all. The longest line was the Haunted Mansion. So far today, we have been on Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye with virtually no line. Very small, short waiting time. Then we went on the Jungle Cruise, again with a very short queue. And then from there over to Pirates of the Caribbean, followed by Haunted Mansion, followed by Smugglers Run, and now Casey Jr. I'll walk by Alice in Wonderland, but I'm sure the line's going to be pretty long. Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan always have the longest lines in this part of Fantasyland here. It has a pretty long line at Mr. Toad's Wild Ride right now. We've been reading about Mr. Toad in the Wind in the Willows book and his crazy addiction to motor cars keeps getting him in trouble. He's been thrown in prison, but just escaped from prison in the last chapter. But he's about to be, I think, maybe apprehended again. There is an entire party of people after him, but he did hop a train, and he did escape into the woods, but they are hot on his trail. We're going to find out tonight what happens to him. We rode the teacups, I think, on Sunday, and Alice in Wonderland. Let's see what the line is like for Small World. If it's short, we'll go on it. If it's long, we'll skip it. I can't read the chat right now because it's so bright the sun is hitting my screen, but I'll try and read it when I get into a more shadowy or darker area. Ooh, got the Small World music playing here along the pathway. All right, let's see what's happening in Small World. I don't love standing in the sun over there if the line is big, but there is almost no line, so we are doing Small World, my friends. Wow, look at that. Next to the no line, basically a walk-on. Fantastic. It won't be that way in Toontown. Toontown will be packed, as it always is. this is the entrance and exit for the cavalcades and parades that start up here at the top of the park and then work their way down this pathway past the Matterhorn and then around Walt and Mickey and then down Main Street, USA. Okay, what's the holdup here? Some people have decided to leave. Or they just want a different pathway, I guess. I see, there's a cast member here directing you into 2 different pathways. Looks like some lightning lane people over here. Silly to use a lightning lane pass on this ride today because there's like nobody in line. That one. There goes the train right in front of. Here are the boats.
Pieds et jambes à l'intérieur du bateau. S'il vous plaît, surveillez les enfants. Merci. Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad.
Wednesdays are the best, I gotta tell you. Wednesdays are the best for small attendance, low attendance, small crowds. Trying to find a shadowy area where I can read the chat. Cool, Main Street Paul. Well, send me the link. Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, Main Street Paul, send me the link to the video you're talking about. Send it via email, okay? That way I'll remember to see it and look at it. Because if you send it in the chat here, I won't see it later because the chat just gets deleted when the live stream ends. So yeah, Main Street Paul, send me your video when you have it all done to my email address. Whew, it is toasty out here. I can feel I just touched my phone and my phone is really hot. I know these phones can overheat when they're in the sun and being used. And if that happens, then the phone just shuts down and goes into preservation mode where it tries to preserve itself from frying. Hopefully that won't happen. We'll be going into
Welcome back, road travelers. Please exit out to your left-hand side.
we'll be going to Small World momentarily, which should be cooler.
Aboard, come on in. Please remove all bags and backpacks at this time.
Watch the gates, please. Watch the gates.
And enjoy your cruise.
I just touched my screen, the glass screen on my phone, and I like burned my finger. It's so hot. Still hasn't seen the new nighttime
For
parade.
safety, please remain seated throughout your voyage, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And please watch your children. Thank you.
Willkommen! Für Ihre Sicherheit bleiben Sie bitte während der Bootfahrt sitzen und behalten Sie die Hände, Arme, Füße und Beine im Boot. Bitte achten Sie auf Ihre Kinder. Danke. Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco. Y cuide a los pequeñitos. Gracias.
Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, please remain seated throughout your voyage, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And please watch your children.
It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of wonders and a world of
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. cool, John. I love all that behind the scenes information. Keep it coming. Yes, I am, Main Street Paul. Lizzie and I got reservations for Thursday, July 17th, the official 70th anniversary opening day. So Lizzie and I will be here next Thursday. Not tomorrow, but a week from Thursday on the 17th. 3 miles per hour, that's cool. I didn't know that. Cool in here now. Now it's the Wonderland. Really? Wow. John, was your dad a Imagineer or was he a contract engineer on this ride? Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool that your dad was an Imagineer. Very cool. My wife was a Disney animator for 10 years. And then they stopped doing hand-drawn animation, and that was the end of it for her. Happy Hippo! Fancy giraffes. Wow, well that would be something, Troxer. I'll see it when I believe it. love to see them bring back true hand-drawn animation. There's a quality to the art that is just completely unique and charming that the 3D animated films don't have. You're welcome, John. I love this. I live stream from Disneyland every Wednesday and Sunday. Lizzie, my wife, live streams with me on Sundays, but she doesn't like to be on camera much. She's shy. But you'll see little glimpses of her here and there. And then we do our live stream reading Monday through Friday nights, 7 to 8 p.m. Okay, Squid Game. That'd be awesome. I'll have to tell Lizzie. She'll be very excited to hear that. Even when Lizzie left Disney, the last year or two, she was drawing by hand but into a computer screen, where when she first started, they were drawing on paper. All right, there's Jesse and Woody. Haha. Okay, Troxer. So it sounds like they're probably still going to animate it with a computer, but then just apply a hand-painted style, which will still all be done in a computer, I'm sure, because there's no more cells. There hasn't been animation cells in forever since they went to the CAP system, computer-aided paint, CAP, CAP. They've been using the CAP system since even before my wife went to work for Disney. So nobody was painting on cells after about probably the early 1980s. All these postcards. Cheerio. Sayonara. Have a wonderful time. Scenery great. Disneyland. Come play. Zaijian. Dream Salamas. Having fun in the sun. Greetings. So this postcard right here, stamp actually, where is it? Right there. that stamp. That is supposed to be a little secret homage to the Peanuts gang, even though it doesn't look exactly like them. It's supposed to be a secret little homage to Charlie Brown, Lucy, and the Peanuts gang.
Et attendez jusqu'à ce que l'hôte ou l'hôtesse vous demande de descendre. Merci. Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias.
Please remain seated until your boat comes to a complete stop at the dock and you are asked to disembark. Thank you.
Thank you, Main Street Paul, for posting those rules. I appreciate that.
下船していただく指示が出されるまでは席を立たないでください。ご協力ありがとうございます。
Por favor, permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga en el muelle y se le pida que desembarque. Gracias. Bitte bleiben Sie im Boot sitzen, bis es zu einem vollständigen
All right, that was awesome. This is gonna be sad because she loves Small World. She wants to go on it every time we come here. She'll be disappointed that she missed it with no line to speak of. Just walked right on, basically. So I couldn't quite read that, John, when we were in the boat, but were you saying that the angle of the track helps the boats float down, or are they on a track? I couldn't quite make out what you were saying. Hello, Bill. Oh, that's interesting. Hello, LA Rams fan. I think we're only getting the first letter of whatever it is that you were trying to tell us. I think it just says 1 or I. Are you saying that the Rams are number 1? Maybe that's what you're saying. So cute, all the little princesses with their moms and dads. Okay, well, Paul is here and he is a mod, so if Paul thinks, ooh, look at this. This is something you never see. This is some kind of an engine. Look at this, like a diesel engine or electric engine up on the monorail track. That must be a maintenance crew. Look at that. Never seen that before. Okay, John. See if you can join us for story time at 7 p.m. Thanks for joining us and thanks for all the info. I love the teacups. Thanks for keeping things clean and civil and on the right path, Paul. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think that engine they were running on the monorail is something they probably only do in the evening or when the park is closed, or possibly if the monorail breaks down. So that makes me think maybe the monorail got stuck in this facility. That was interesting though. I mean, in all the years I've been here, I've never seen that maintenance looking engine going down the monorail track. Nice little view of Pixie Hollow over here, which looks like it's completely open now. See, Pixie Hollow is where you'll often meet and greet some of the fairy folk, like Tinkerbell, maybe Peter Pan. Look how cute this place is. Look at the little fairy houses, little pixie houses, whatever you call them. I'm gonna walk up here just so I can see what else is going on here at Pixie Hollow. Elsa! There's a fairy, a frozen fairy. It says fairies welcome. Ah, this is so cute. Looks like right now it's just a little resting area at the moment. Oh, this makes you feel tiny, like Alice in Wonderland. How fun is this? Oh my gosh, look at this. So this must be where they have you meet and greet and take photos of various characters. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then this is where you come out. Wow, I can't wait to go there when they have some characters for us to meet. So cute. They did a really good job of making Pixie Hollow look fresh and inviting. Ooh, Omnibus. I wonder if they're loading. It'd be fun to go on the Omnibus. I haven't been on it in at least 3 weeks. Omnibus time. Yay. Here it is, the Omnibus. I'm totally going on the Omnibus.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure. Watch your step.
I will, thank you. There goes one of the jitneys. And there goes the fire engine right behind it. Let's see what we need. This side. Hi, how you doing? I know, right? The house was adorable in Pixie Hollow. I know, Pixie Hollow seemed like it was closed for like 2 years. And I wasn't keeping close track, but it seemed like it was closed all the time.
Welcome aboard Disneyland's Omnibus. My name is Brian. I'll be your driver today. Just a quick reminder before we get started to please remain seated, keeping hands on feet and legs inside the bus, and please seat the right children. Taking a trip down Main Street to the front of the park, Town Square, City Hall, the fastest speed possible. You can go 3 to 5 miles an hour. We're now passing Sleeping Beauty's castle. The castle was an opening day attraction, and it does have a working drawbridge. It's been closed twice in the history of the park, once on opening day, July 17, 1955, and once in 1983 for the refurbishment of Fantasyland. Coming up on our right-hand side here, you will find the gateway to Frontierland and Adventureland. Inside both of those areas, you'll find the attractions Big Thunder Mountain, world-famous Jungle Cruise, and Indiana Jones. And if you continue on through those, you will be able to get to New Orleans Square, Bayou Country, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The park is open until midnight tonight. However, the shops on Main Street and downtown Disney used to open until 1 a.m.
Here goes the other omnibus. We got both of them out today.
Today here was modeled after Walt Disney's hometown of Marceline, Missouri. And coming up on your left-hand side here, down that corridor, you will be able to find the First Aid Center and the Child Care Center. Where you can find also the world-famous Disneyland hand-dipped corn dog. On your right, coming up, is the Penny Arcade with Esmeralda. Esmeralda was out front, or has been out front since the beginning of since opening day. And if you look up on the marquee, there is a penny with the date 1901. 1901 is the year Walt Disney was born. Right past that on our right, we have the Carnation Cafe, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and outdoor eating environment. And on your left, here's the Market House, serving Starbucks drinks and snacks. We are now on our final approach to our destination. For your safety, please remain seated until the bus comes to a full and complete stop and the engine has been turned off. For those of you sitting upstairs, please watch your step as you come down those stairs and assist young children. Thank you for riding Disneyland's Omnibus. Have a great rest of your night. But thank you for visiting Walt Disney's original Magic Kingdom, Disneyland.
That's the first time I've seen the City Hall without a big line in front of it.
No, I'm not telling you. I'm just going to send a message to Stab. Have a great night. Have a good night. Watch your step.
Thank you, Brian.
Yeah, no problem.
Ah, that was super fun. Ah, there's the fire engine. Super cool.
Did that make you hot of all the things?
Disneyland Fire Department engine number 1. This is Walt's very favorite vehicle. He used to drive this himself sometimes. Although, of course, the railroad was his absolute favorite mode of transportation. He was a railroad fanatic. He loved railroads. Had a railroad in his backyard in his home in Los Angeles. Eventually had a small railroad built at the Burbank studio, the Disney Burbank studio, but then quickly found that that was too distracting and too difficult to deal with, so I had that removed and then decided to install the Disneyland Railroad that we've come to know and love here at Disneyland.
Stay there until
3, 2, 1. There it is, the 70th anniversary. Here comes the Disneyland Railroad train coming through. Okay, my friends, we've been live streaming about 3.5 hours. Went on a lot of rides, had some fun experiences, but I'm gonna have to head back home so I can turn the air conditioner on and get ready for story time tonight at 7 p.m. So please join us tonight at 7 p.m. for the next edition of The Wind in the Willows. I think this is part 5, and we're gonna find out if Mr. Toad gets away in the woods or gets recaptured and thrown back in prison. All right, everybody, thanks so much for being here with me. Thanks for all the likes and all the subscribers. Love you all. This has been Indiana Holmes. See you tonight at 7. Bye-bye.